Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
And this is our review of this giant tree crotch. This is our review of the Hot Toys 6th scale Guardians of the Galaxy Groot action figure that was in the Sideshow exclusive 2-pack with Rocket. And this thing is huge! Really freaking huge, as you can tell.
You need to readjust your camera.
There we go. It's very difficult to get him all the way on camera because he's so damn tall. He's the tallest Hot Toys figure we have so far. He's really, really big. And I was really hoping he would be. And he didn't disappoint. He's huge. Even though he's so big, they really went all out on the detail. Like, they didn't just like say, well, he's big, we'll just give him a little less detail here and there. Nope. Even though he's bigger, they still added all the detail in there. Like, it's ridiculous how much detail is in this thing. It's got all these wood pieces all over them, and they're just sculpted so much, like, just showing there, like the grain of the wood and little vines growing in them and the little twigs popping out of them. There's just like so much going on this figure.
He's like mesmerizing.
I know.
I seriously could just sit with a lamp for like an hour and just look at him.
It's like when we first open it, sounds like looking at this thing like...
He did make some very strange noises.
It's going to be hard to get this guy on camera the entire time because he's so tall. But we're going to try our best. But I guess first we'll go over Sculpt because that's like the most amazing thing about this is the Sculpt. Because his face, just like most Hot Toys figures where they get the human faces down like perfectly and it's like, whoa, that looks real. That's what they did with Groot here. Like, it's amazing. It looks just like he did in the movie. And his eyes are all like glossy and look real. And the only other Groot, like full-grown Groot that I have is the Marvel Legends Infinite series. And that was not too bad, but compared to this, it's bleh. Like, this is just really, really awesome. They even got his little wooden butt cheeks. Well, so did the Marvel Legends, but this one it actually looks like they're there to do something.
This is butt armor.
Yeah. This thing is just... yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
I need better adjectives than cool and awesome and amazing. I didn't even notice there was a joint up here. I just now noticed that. That's really cool. The joints are really hidden because it's wooden pieces. But like I was saying, you can see his sculpt is just freaking ridiculous. I mean, look at all that grain in the wood. Like, every little inch of this thing.
Even the Marcus here so you can see it.
I know. Even the bottoms of the feet, which I expect to be flat and not even done, they're even sculpted on there. Like, that's just crazy. The only places where there's not texture is like maybe on the backs of the joints there. But yeah, that's understandable. That's just ridiculous. And like these little twigs are sticking out of it.
That's like my favorite thing is the little fucking twigs sticking out.
And then they got the ones on top of his head. Make his little weird Groot crown or whatever you'd call that.
This is hair.
This thing's insane. And with articulation, there's a cool thing they did here. Like, these things are loose. I think they're like attached by string or something. Or no. I assume they were a string, but it's like little plastic joints. So you can actually, they're really loose, so you can actually stick his leg forward and it doesn't mess up the look of the figure. Because if those weren't there, it'd look pretty shitty. So it's really nice that blocks the articulation areas. I didn't even notice that little twig sticking out.
Mm-hmm. Only thing is, we'll have to be careful when we're handling and make sure we don't break any of those off.
I know, that's a really bad thing about doing this review while a little bit intoxicated.
Every time he almost drops one, I'm like, hey, stop it!
Well, at least he stands up with his big, big feet. He stands up pretty well. With Rocket, he doesn't stand up so well. I kept dropping him. Because this is the Sideshow exclusive version, it comes with some little extras. And the one extra that I know is an extra is the screaming face. Like the screaming face of Groot where he's fighting. And I know that comes with the 2-pack and not with the single, if you bought the single Groot.
The single?
The single Groot. And the other thing is, this I'm not sure about. I know one of these, at least one of these is exclusive to this set. But it might also be both of them, I'm not sure. But it's got the Groot with arms and a Groot without arms. Little baby potted Groot. So that's cool. So whether or not it's both or just one of them, it's still pretty cool to get them.
I like the one with arms better.
Me too.
He looks happier. The other one looks kind of sad.
Yeah. And he also comes with this little hand. I think that comes with a regular, just single version by himself. But I'm not sure. Maybe this is also exclusive. I don't know. You have to check on that yourself, because I don't feel like checking. But it's sort of translucent. Like, you can hold up to a light and it'll glow a little bit. I kind of wish it had like a little button to make it glow. Like a light up feature, but it doesn't. Still, the translucent part of it's pretty cool. I'll try to do that here. Kind of see it as glowing there. And he also comes with 2 extra hands. I'm not sure if the singular version comes with these or not.
Those look like his strangling hands.
Yeah, I think that these probably go a lot better with his angry face.
Mm-hmm.
He's pissed off with these hands. It'd be nice if he had a punching hand, but he doesn't have one. Or maybe like his, Groot sticking way out this impale people hands. Yeah. That would be really cool. Well, guess we'll look at these little potted plants first. I'm not sure, they feel like they're almost bendy, like there might be wires in there, but they won't hold their position, so maybe not. Maybe they're just sort of rubbery and they move around, but they won't hold their position. But they're still really cool. They're, for as tiny as they are, they're pretty detailed. And I guess as I point out, I have a ridiculous amount of little potted Groots now. So we got those 2 potted Groots, and then we got the little dancing musical Groot. So I'll turn them on for a second.
He's very loud.
And we got the little
bobblehead.
Yeah, the little Funko Pop bobblehead potted plant Groot. His head little shakes around a little bit. And they got the little light activated dancing head knocker by NECA. Put light on it and it starts dancing like that. So we got all these little potted Groots running around. Got more potted Groots than full-size Groot.
He's just so stinking cute.
I know! The head switches by just, instead of switching the actual head, you just kind of rip his face off like a creep.
You should just leave him like that.
I'm Groot. Cyclops Groot. The day the earth stood still Groot.
That's his mouth.
And then you just see it's got the little thing in the back and you just kind of slide it on there. It's really easy. It's not hard to get off. And now he's really pissed off. Because he's gentle through the whole movie except for parts where he's like, I'm pissed off for some reason. But he is kind of scary as huge as he is if that thing was screaming at you. Like the way they color his tongue. I didn't even notice his tongue in the movie, but it's like he's got a wooden tongue and teeth in there. And that's really cool. There's a little more close-up of his screaming face.
They did a really good job with the moss on him too. Like on the top of his head and his chest.
Yeah, that looks really awesome. I'm actually yawning. Maybe that's a yawning Groot.
Except if he was yawning, he would just say, I'm Groot.
And he comes with alternate hands to go with his screaming face. You just pop
Angry hands!
These are my emotional hands when I'm...
I still think they look like he's gonna strangle somebody.
Yeah, he does.
They'd have to have a really big neck, though.
Gonna choke you, you son of a bitch.
Except I can't put my hands together that far.
He looks like he should be a villain almost. Those are some cool hands, though. I really like them. And there's his light up hand, the one that lets off all them little
twinklies.
Little twinkly. I don't know what those are, seeds or.
They look like fireflies that don't blink; they just stay on.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool scene in the movie. They're like, "I didn't know you could do that," and he's like, Don't say anything. There's a little better view where you can see the light. See his hand glowing. That looks really cool. Still think it would have been cool if it would have been light up, but still. At least translucent, that still works.
Articulation time!
Yep! And it's... My favorite part about the articulation on this is that what we were just talking about with these little pieces here hiding this articulation. That's really nice. And articulation on the knee's pretty good. It's not double jointed or anything, but it's still pretty good.
Ben's pretty good for how big and clunky he is.
Yeah. And he's got some articulation at the ankles to help pose them. That's really nice. And I haven't tried doing the split. I'm not sure how far that goes out, but it looks like about there.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. You can see the joint up in there. Does it spin at all? Not sure if it spins. Yeah, it spins a little bit.
Now he's Captain Morgan.
And yeah, this is the articulation I wasn't even sure was there until I was playing with him. But I really like that because it almost looks like that's just a sculpt, and then you start moving it, and it's like, whoa! It actually moves around there.
Yeah, it's natural looking when you pose them differently.
Mm-hmm. I really like that. And here's the arm articulation. It seems like it's a little limited up at the shoulder. I'm not sure. Like, it's really tight. You can hear that snapping. Snaps into place. And I'm guessing probably because of these little twigs. It doesn't go up too far. But still, it's pretty decent. The elbow can get to about a 90 degree. They could spin there too. And at the wrist, it can spin. Well, I'll take it off, but it can spin and then it can move there too. I'll just point that out. It comes with the extra two little, I didn't take them out of the wrapper, but the extra two joints in case those break. Which so far, I think every Hot Toy figure we got came with these. Yeah. Except for Rocket. I don't think Rocket came with extra ones. But
he doesn't have joints in his wrists.
Yeah, you don't have different joints like these.
He just has pegs.
Yeah. And I guess the other thing would be the head. And head articulation's pretty good. See, he's got, oh yeah, I didn't even notice that he's got the neck. Kind of like Rocket, he's got the joint there and up at his head, so you can move him around like that. Or you can move him around like that. So really, really good articulation on this figure. I mean, it's not as amazing as some figures, but it's still really, really good. And for it is like it's hidden really well too. Most of the articulation. So this figure is like, we've only got a few Hot Toys, but this is definitely one of my favorite of the Hot Toys figures.
This is one of my favorite toys.
Yeah, me too.
See, he's right up there with the Spider Gremlin.
Mm-hmm. He's ridiculously amazing.
Like, it's so detailed.
Mm-hmm. He also comes with the base. It says Groot on it. And it's come with this little like clear plastic thing, and it has this little clamp, and it has a spring on it, and that's like this little rubbery thing to protect it so it doesn't rub on it.
And it's just like Rockets but bigger.
Yeah, I kind of wish all the Hot Toys had this because I don't trust them ones that go under the crotch.
Plus, it kind of looks funny, like on Gamora when she has two little black dicks sticking out of her crotch.
Yeah, that's kind of weird looking. I like these little things better. Maybe this is going to be a new thing, I don't know. And to loosen it, you got to unscrew it, which Zombie Cat did. Or actually, I did this one.
Yeah, I did the Rocket one, and I kept dropping the screw.
I haven't actually tried on him. He really doesn't need this because his feet are so big, he doesn't really need it.
I think he basically just needs it so you can attach Rocket. I think it needs to go up higher.
Yeah. So, there he is on the base. We got that wrapped around him there. He doesn't really need it for this kind of pose, but like we're saying, we haven't tried sticking Rocket on there because Rocket's supposed to be made so that you can stick him on his shoulder, and maybe that's why he needs this. I don't know if the single packs come with this, but the 2-pack comes with this extra piece that can attach to Groot's back to stick Rocket on. So we're going to do that now. Zombie Cat did most of the work because I'm pretty drunk and having trouble thinking correctly. But she got the stands screwed in, and I really like them because I think from the view you're seeing right here, you can't really tell that they're on any kind of stands. But they are. You kind of see like maybe the black things wrapped around him. We turn around to the back. As you can see, there's like the clear hooks, the clear posts here, and then the black hooks attaching them to keep them in place. That just looks really cool. I don't know, because we don't have a very good display or setup right now for our bigger figures, I'm not sure how we're going to display them. But I assume once we do it, we're probably going to display them like this, because I really like Rocket up there. Because Rocket, when we had him standing next to Gamora and Star-Lord down on the ground, he's just kind of like hard to see. But up here, this really makes him look good. This really makes Rocket and Groot look like a team, like they're supposed to.
I did have his hand on Groot's head, but it moved.
No. Well, that's because I'm moving around. But this is cool. Like, them as a set is just amazing. Like,
it is kind of funny though that Groot like barely fits on his stand. Like his foot's hanging off.
Oh yeah, I'll show him. His feet are huge, so.
Like I kept moving him, trying to get them both on the stand, and he just doesn't want to stand like that.
Yeah, they probably should have gave him a little bigger stand than the other characters. Yeah, I'm really happy with these figures. They're amazing.
They look best together too.
Mm-hmm.
They really look good like that.
That's what sucks if you get the single version and you don't get the Screaming Head. So, if it's still available, I'd say get the 2-pack version. I still wish, like on the package back there, we said that in the Rocket review, he's got the Screaming Rocket face. I wish he would have had the Screaming Rocket head also. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
So there they all are together. Except for Drax, because they haven't made Drax yet.
Yeah, hurry up, damn it.
They showed the preview. They had the prototype of Drax, but no pre-orders, nothing yet for Drax. And I really, really hope they're going to make him. I'm just assuming they will.
It would really suck if they made the whole group except for him.
I know, that would really upset me. And I'm assuming there's enough people to be upset that they're probably going to eventually release them. They're probably just putting it off because they're trying to get the Avengers figures out and other things. But damn it, they need to get Drax out. Now that they have these 4, they got to have Drax. But it's really cool seeing them together. I think their scale with each other is just pretty much perfect. That's the size they all should be. I love it.
They really are very cool.
Mm-hmm. There's a comparison of Groot and the Hot Toys Predator. So he's even a lot bigger than him. So I think this Groot figure is amazing. It is one of the greatest. Well, we only have a few Hot Toys figures, but out of the ones we have, I think it's one of the best. It's just so well done. Like, it's a huge figure, but every little tiny bit of it is really detailed and well done. And then it's got the extra hands, the extra face, and little potted Groots. It's just amazing. It's a very, very well done figure. The articulation that's hidden in a lot of places, I love it.
It's beautiful.
And the scale is good. I think he's as big as he should be, and he looks really good with the other figures. And I like how they like the clear little stands that go in the back. I like how they made them to go together so that the Groot can stand up on them. I mean, so that Rocket can stand up on Groot.
He keeps mixing up their names.
Yeah. So I love these figures. They're amazing. And
especially Groot.
Yeah, Groot. We were talking earlier.
It's fucking awesome.
But they better come up with that friggin' Drax or I'm gonna be pissed off. I want the Drax too.
Me too.
And then then Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is gonna come out, and they're probably gonna have different costumes that are cooler, and they're gonna have extra members added or something.
I want a Yondu.
I do want a Yondu. And I kind of want that girl I want Gamora's sister, because I have kind of under the impression that she might appear in the second movie too, and she was kind of cool looking. And it seems like Gamora and her sister should go together, Nebula. Well, if they only made one more Guardians of the Galaxy character besides Drax, they have to make Drax. That's the one they have to make. But if they made one more besides Drax, I'd want it to be Yondu.
Yeah, me too.
Especially since I like Michael Rooker, and I really like that character too. He had a cool character. His little whistle and his little air that flew around. That was cool.
His little metal mohawk.
Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
Thanks for watching, and good. Bang. Alright, lady, we're here to bring you in. There's a bounty on your head.
Your friend is so dreamy.
What? What are you talking about?
Your big wooden friend. I think I'd like to get to know him a little more personally.
What is wrong with you?
He's so sexy. My leaves are just dripping with excitement.
Ew, what the hell? Groot, grab this girl. I am Groot. You gotta be kidding me. Groot.
I really got a thing for a man with a lot of wood.
I'm telling you, I ain't no damn preacher, you stupid asses, but whatever, I want to get out of here, so I'm just gonna pretend. So weird plant lady, do you take this giant tree thing to be your husband or something?
I do.
Well, shit, isn't that amazing? Okay, giant tree guy, do you take this freaky green lady to be your wife?
I am Groot.
Oh, fine. Do you, Groot, take this freaky green plant lady to be your wife?
I am Groot.
Yeah, I know, that's what I said. I said, Groot, what the hell, man? Whatever, you're married. I don't give a shit. Goodbye. You may kiss the bride or rub thorns or, I don't know, pollinate each other or some kind of weird plant shit. I don't care what you do. Germinate, is that something? Oh man, gotta figure out my way out of here before some kind of crazy photosynthesis or some kind of weird plant shit starts happening.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh.